Another book down for my April Magical Readathon challenge. I'm cutting it so close with these books, but this challenge was to read a book with a temperature-related word in the title, and I read The Warm Hands of Ghosts by Catherine Arden. Arden is best known for the Bear and the Nightingale trilogy. This one is actually historical with some fantasy elements. It takes place during World War I with Canadian characters, which was really cool. We follow Laura, who was a field nurse and given an award for what she survived when a hospital was attacked on the front lines. She's got injuries to both hands. She has a very injured leg, and she returns home to Halifax. Halifax explosion, loses her parents, then finds out her brother, who is posted in Belgium, has gone missing in action, presumed killed. So we follow her along with two other women as they go back to the war front to a field hospital. And she is trying to figure out what exactly happened to her brother. We alternate her point of view with her brother's point of view, going back in time a few months to when he ends up in a very bad situation, heading into a pillbox full of Germans. Explosion tips the thing over and there's no light, no air. And then he hears somebody breathing, and there is a German still alive in there. Follow their story as well. The fantastical elements were the biggest hurdle for me, not because I did not end up loving them, but because it was intentionally, I think, kept quite murky and confusing and unsure. Are people just losing their minds? Because there's a lot of reasons to lose your mind in war. Or is this actually something to do with ghosts? Is it something to do with visions and illusions and magic and this fiddler person that all these people report seeing? I found that once it became very clear what was happening, what was fantasy, what was magic, and what was going on, and the timelines were coming together, that last chunk of the book was so good. The themes were so beautiful, haunting, and meaningful. I think the themes and points that Arden was trying to make were so powerful and so beautiful, and I do think she captured a lot of the horrors of war very, very well. However, the beginning part was quite slow, and I found the murky middle, where you don't really understand what's going on, muddied the point and muddied the themes and made it so that you become kind of preoccupied trying to figure out what's even going on. And so it was a little frustrating because I felt like this was definitely a 5-star book if the execution had been done slightly differently. And so I definitely enjoyed this book. I loved the writing. I loved the characters. I loved the growth of relationships that happened, the twists and turns that happened. I even though I feel robbed of 5 stars, I still had a very good time, and I would give this a solid 4 stars.